Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. It is Titans finale time. I'm wearing my Titans shirt, and we made it. 3 seasons. We made it. Oh boy. And I did have fun rewatching the finale, but there are lots of room for improvement. And I took quite a bit of notes, so let's not even waste time. We open up with Wayne Manor. The GCPD is just roaming about freely, using the facilities, using the amenities. No big deal. I just wonder what this is going to mean for season 4. Because not only do the GCPD know about the Batcave, Wayne Manor, they know Batman's identity. They know Nightwing's identity, and they know Red Hood's identity. And don't even try and sell me on the fact that no one outside of the rogue members of the GCPD know about this. I don't believe it. That information had to have gotten out. Why wouldn't it? It's huge. So I don't know. It's probably going to get brushed under the rug, like many things in this episode. But I digress. So Crane calls Fletcher in the Batcave and basically gives the okay for him to kill Barbara, do whatever he wants. And after he learns from Fletcher that Batman. Red Hood and Nightwing are working together, and they found the armory and whatever, he decides it's time to set the charges on some bombs that he has scattered throughout the city. So we cut from that, and Fletcher is about to take out Barbara, or his men are, and V saves her from being ambushed. She whacks some guys in an elevator. We don't get to see it. I would have loved to see that. But the meat and potatoes of this scene is a twist, quote unquote. Surprise! V works for A.R.G.U.S, and she has been an inside agent since Ra's al Ghul's arrival in Gotham, whenever that was in the Titans timeline. But it's just such a bizarre twist that came out of nowhere. And as the episode kept going, I was like, oh, this is merely for the plot. This is merely for plot convenience. If they need some sort of tech help, here's A.R.G.U.S with their computers and their satellite, and that's exactly what it was. I expect nothing less at this point. Oh boy. So we do get a little Easter egg for Roy Harper, which was nice. I wonder if we're going to see him in season 4. I really hope not. Please, y'all can barely handle the characters you have right now. Do not introduce any more people until you properly develop the people you have right now. So we cut away from that, and we are back with Donna and Tim and his family, my favorite little team up. They are fighting off the rogue GCPD, and then Tim comes out the cut with this nice little kick move that he learned from YouTube. Keep that in mind. As they're fighting off the GCPD, who comes in with another badass entrance but Raven herself? Oh, her entrances, 10 out of 10, both in episode 10 and episode 13. Amazing. I love how her powers and her skills have evolved, both with the CGI and just in a storytelling sense. But at this point, I really want Raven to say Azarath Metrion's Zinthos. Sorry. I really want her to say that phrase. It's time. It's time. And I hope season 4, we get it. Gar comes in as well. He has his little entrance as a tiger. I would have liked if it were a different animal. Maybe a gorilla, or I could have even accepted a green crypto because he's seen him so much, right? And he's like a super dog for a second. It would have been corny, but I feel like a tiger, we've dragged it out. After all that's done, Raven and Donna have their little reunion. And I love how this reunion is more sentimental than that of Kory and Dick's. And those are pretty much people that she looks up to as parental figures and mentors. But all right. Cool. Great. The fight pretty much ends after Raven and Gar come in, which is kind of sad. I would have liked to see a little team up action between that entire group. That would have been pretty badass. But basically, they're getting ready to go and meet up with Nightwing and the rest of the team. And Tim's parents decide that Tim should stay. It's best if he stays in Gotham. They say, and quote, "We need you, but Gotham needs you more." I don't know how a city trumps the needs of your flesh and blood, but okay. Okay. And this is all based on that one kick, I think. It was based on that one kick. And I guess them seeing his little hideout, but that reasoning is just crazy to me. So Tim stays with them. He's now part of the team. Cool. We cut to Kory, Superboy, and Blackfire. So this is the aftermath of Superboy blowing up the ship. Kory is pissed off. She confronts Superboy, which rightfully so. Like I said in my last video, Kory is me during this section. So we get this subtle little setup that could have been Kory versus Superboy, which would have been an awesome fight. But I think that would have been a strain on the budget. So they decide to drop it. And here comes Blackfire. She swoops in with the excuses. Like, I can't even call her speaking for him and defending him. Like, that's not even forgiveness. You're just making excuses for his actions. But okay. So he's not held accountable for his actions on that. And I've already discussed that. So we're not going to linger. Barbara and Dick catch up. They're on the phone, and Crane intercepts the feed and tells Dick that he has 10 bombs scattered throughout the city. And before Dick can properly warn Barbara and the citizens, what happens? A bomb blows up, and it's basically just a fear toxin, and people start dropping like flies and they're dying. It's like, oh. After all that, the Titans are now regrouped in Tim's little hideout to figure out what they're going to do. How are they going to save these people that have died? Very convenient that Scarecrow decided to just not set off all the bombs, but okay. I just love this scene because the Titans are finally working as a team. Finally, we got it. What we've been asking for since the inception of the show, we got it. For the second time. Awesome. They are figuring out the bombs' locations, and of course Dick is breathing down their throats and stressing them out. Like, Dick, relax. Dick pulls Superboy to the side during everything and starts to apologize for pretty much poisoning him in crypto. But before he can even do anything, Superboy decides to not hold him accountable for his actions and basically says that he did what he had to do, which is ridiculous. Shout out to, I wish I had my phone. Someone commented very recently, and they said that there's no tactical advantage for Dick knocking out his two most powerful members, and I agree. So the fact that Superboy even said that, we're not going to harp on it though, because I did that on my last video. And I will put the comment here, because it's there. At this point, the team has been spending considerable amounts of time trying to figure out the location of the bombs. And Dick is like, just stop. Everyone stop. Stop reading the poem. Stop looking for clues. This is all a game for him, and we are not going to play it his way. And when he said that, he didn't say it word for word, but that was essentially the conversation. It gave me Riddler vibes. That's what it felt like they were doing with Scarecrow. And I don't know if that was their intention, but it was very weird. So while Dick is on the phone with Barbara during this time, he brings up an idea for A.R.G.U.S to initiate a remote override into Wayne Manor so he can access the Batcave and stop Crane, whatever. The Titans end up devising a brilliant plan, just brilliant. They're going to drain the Lazarus Pit and then use cold air and Mother Nature to create a storm that will rain down Lazarus Pit on citizens and bring them back to life. I wish I were joking because it sounds like a joke, but that was the real plan. And like I said in my initial reaction, God, it's really wonky. It's just, oh man. But I guess I commend them for the creativity because I would have never thought of some shit like that. um, so we cut away from that. Dick, Gar, and Tim roll up under some bridge, and they pretty much lay out a plan to get inside the Wayne Manor and help Barbara get network access to the Batcave. So Dick tells Gar that he's going to be the one that goes into Wayne Manor to do all this. And I'm like, why? Why Gar? Dick, what is stopping you from doing that? You're the one who knows Wayne Manor inside and out. If anyone could evade security measures in the GCPD, it's you. If anyone could successfully give Barbara network access, it's you. But, okay. Gives Gar more screen time, so I ain't mad at it. So he tells Gar, you should turn into a bat again to do this, and Gar's feeling a little bit unsure of himself, but he goes in and does what he needs to do. Tim takes this moment, after Gar has left, mind you, to tell Dick that the manor is crawling with GCPD, and when the alarm sounds, Gar is cooked. I'm like, why wouldn't you tell Gar while he's there? But okay. But Dick is like, I have that covered, in the form of Jason, who gets caught going into Wayne Manor by the GCPD. So we cut away from that. Raven, Starfire, and Blackfire essentially drain the Lazarus pit. We get a look into Starfire's new power. I look at it and I imagine Blackfire. Like, I don't understand why they switched it. Okay. No reunion really between Raven and Starfire. There's no moment to acknowledge each other, which is kind of sad, but oh well. We cut back. Gar has infiltrated the manor and the alarm is sounded, and this gives Jason a chance to sort of escape from the GCPD's clutches. Finally, he puts his skills to use and he kicks their ass. I mean, we were looking for this last episode, but plot. It was a good fight though. I really like the choreography. So Dick walks Gar through connecting the router to the mainframe while Jason covers the hall. I like that little team up with Jason and Gar. Unexpected, but I liked it. And we get a little Selena Kyle Easter egg because there's a security question that Gar has to answer before, they can connect to the network. And I thought that was nice. The question was, who was the one that got away? So we pan down and we get Nightwing versus the GCPD, which was pretty nice. It was a pretty dope fight. The choreography, when it's an individual fight, top tier. Nightwing smiling at Crane after everything's said and done. He's smiling at him through the camera. That was everything. I felt like that was a classic Nightwing move, and it was really funny. So we move on from that, and Jason literally decides to dip in the height of the battle because, and I quote, "It's a Titan's job." And I thought, they were going to go back and forth and Jason was going to decide to stay and face Crane and do all that other shit. No, he's gone. He's just gone. He literally leaves and he doesn't come back until the end of the episode. What is wrong with you writers? Why would you have Jason leave? How can you sit here and want to rebrand him as an anti-hero? You want me to believe that, even though, no, okay? You want me to believe he's an anti-hero. But then at the moment where it would be crucial for him to stay and prove that he's an anti-hero, to fight alongside the Titans, even though he's not a Titan, you have him leave for the rest of the episode. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that's how it went down. So we cut from that. We're outside with the rest of the Titans. Superboy is aiding in creating the Lazarus Pit storm, and they realize very early on that there's a problem. There's no rain. It's just lightning. And Donna's like, I got this. And they take a cue from Wonder Woman 84, which is not the best film to take cues from, but okay. She uses her lasso, throws it in the air. It's 1,000,000 miles long and basically serves as a lightning rod. I guess she's finally impervious to lightning / electricity. Awesome. They really wanted to retcon the shit out of her death, and I guess I'm not mad at you. Crane gets fed up with the antics and tries to set off the bomb, but is unsuccessful because Argus is successful with their remote override. Yay, plot convenience. Crane is defeated with a punch to the face by Tim Drake. To me, it played as a sitcom moment, and I guess the writers want to be like, ah, ha, all that, and he's defeated with a simple punch. So quirky. But I don't think the writers realized just how much time we wasted on Crane this season. Just for him to get knocked out from a punch. Not even from Jason, which would have been satisfying, but from Tim Drake. Okay. Cool. Great. Awesome. So the storm is successful. Cue the purple rain. People are brought back to life. All is good. And this is sort of like the epilogue / wrap up portion of the episode. The scientist who imprisoned Blackfire comes back into the fold and pretty much tells Blackfire, look, I have a way that you can still go home. And in this scene, Rachel is referred to as Raven for the first time, which was amazing. I don't know what it was about it, but it was amazing. She had the cowl on. She looked great. It was great. Bruce finally decides to return to Gotham. Where he's been all this time, I don't know. Do I care? Not really. I guess they said, forget about him. Who cares? Him and Nightwing have a conversation on second chances, and then in comes Jason. Bruce and Jason have a conversation and sort of make amends with one another. And Jason says that his time in Gotham and his time as a Titan is over. I don't know what's next for me, but I'm not staying here. Shoot, I don't know what's next for him. I mean, where can he go? His story is sort of completed as far as the Titans. So the natural progression would be a spinoff, but they didn't announce that at DC Fandom. So I'm not sure where they're going to go with him, because how is he going to fit into season 4? We'll see, I guess. Superboy makes amends by rebuilding Blackfire's ship from memory. Rushed. Yeah, pretty much rushed. I talked about that in my last video. Donna is recruited to be a part of A.R.G.U.S. Interesting. I wonder where that's going to lead if she chooses to accept, which I doubt, but that would be interesting. Dick and Barbara split amicably. Yes! DickKory! Yes! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Honestly, it was coming because their relationship never really had a chance to breathe and be explored. So, but they did all that, and then you didn't even give us a DickKory moment in the episode. You gave us one scene. One. Oh well. But Dick decides, we're going back to San Francisco. Thank God. And he rolls up to the rest of the team in an RV and basically is like, let's take a trip. Let's just do a road trip to San Francisco, which was so cute. Gar was like, road trip. I thought it was so cute. So the Titans are getting ready to go on the road trip. Blackfire leaves for Cameron way too soon. I think I said last episode I was going to be really upset if they wrapped up her storyline in this episode. I can't even be upset anymore. Like, this is just to be expected with the writing. It's the show's poison. Tim is invited to join the team. Cool, fine. Dick visits Crane before they leave. And basically, Raven uses her powers to inject Crane with his worst fears imaginable that will haunt him for the rest of his time in Arkham. Can't say I'm mad at it. Can't say I'm mad at it. Period. And the finale ends there. Hell of a season. Hell of a season. And despite all that, I am still excited for season 4. I am so excited for season 4. it was just a crazy season, and I'm glad that we're done. I'm glad that we're done. We don't ever have to look back for now until season 4 arrives. But that's pretty much all I have to say. I will catch you guys this weekend with my third video on what I would like to see from season 4. I'll catch you guys then. Bye.